Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, this is Coach Raheen, and today I'm going to share with you a message on how to uplift yourself and improve your life. I'm going to give you 3 ways. I'm actually going to give you 4, but I'm really focusing on 3. And so this conversation is really geared towards those who are interested in completely uplifting their lives, like serious about it. Like you want improvement in your life. Maybe things are going good, but you want to take it to the next level. Or maybe things are not going good and you really want to improve your life in a way where you see and feel better about yourself and feel better about whatever your situation is. So here we go. Now, at the beginning, I said I'm going to give you 4 ways. The first way, or before I talk about the first way, what I consider the X factor. The X factor is the unknown. The unknown is what I kind of describe as your state of mind. Before I give you the next 3, let's talk about your state of mind, because upliftment is really a mindset. If you can understand what I'm getting ready to tell you, the next 3 won't even matter. But they are ways of getting to that point where you can uplift yourself and improve your life. So the X factor, your state of mind. Anything that you believe is going to be true. Anything. If you believe that you can't improve your situation, that you can't uplift yourself, your mind is going to give you all of the results that come along with believing that you cannot uplift yourself. You're going to find every single reason. Your focus is going to drive yourself to everything that blocks you from uplifting yourself. So the thing that you have to do before you do anything else, before you get into steps, before you get into practices, before you get into research, is first own the fact that whatever your state of mind is, that's going to control how you go. It's also connected to your beliefs system. Your belief system is just your state of mind. Is knowledge of self. Is knowing who you are and understanding that you are in total control of your situation. You are a creator. You create the images that you see in front of you. You create the state of mind that you have, the atmosphere, the environment, your mental environment, your internal environment. You create all of those things. Now, the things that people say to you as you go through life and your experiences, the things that you get involved in, all of those things have an impact, but they only have an impact based off of how you interpret all of those things. So say, for example, you got 5 people and 5 people observe a particular situation taking place. Like they all watch an accident, a car accident take place. If you interview all 5 of those people, you're going to get 5 different stories because they all have 5 different perspectives. That should tell you something right away about your mindset. See, if everybody is going to interpret a situation based off of how they see it, then the situation that all 5 of those people are observing is subjective. It depends on who you're talking to, right? So if life depends on who you're talking to, or the happenings of life depend on who you're talking to, then it also applies to your own mindset. So you could, let's say that you interviewed all 5 of those people and you got 5 different stories. You can kind of relate to what all 5 of those people are saying, but inside you still have your own perspective. Now, your own perspective is completely under your control. Yes, we have DNA and your genetics play a part. Yes, the way you were reared plays a part, but at the end of the day, you are the main character of your life. The supporting characters play a role in your life, but they are not the final say. They are not the final authority. So to get started in the steps of uplifting yourself and improving your life, first own the fact that your mental environment is yours. It's nobody else's. It's not something where I always cringe on the inside when people say, that person made me mad, or something made me, or something made me do or feel, or something like that. We have a habit of saying that, but it's absolutely not true. Nobody can make you think or do anything. You have to, in order for us to get in front of that, we have to think proactively about how we want to respond. Like, most people don't take time to think about how they want to respond to negative situations. This one is for the parents and for school teachers or administrators, people who work with young people. When you respond to a young person out of anger, you're actually teaching them how to respond to stressful situations. So if you yell and scream at a young person, that young person is upset that they're being yelled at, but they're also processing how to respond when they are upset. Now, the reason why I brought that in to the conversation is because I want you to understand that no matter what someone else does, if you're a teacher or a parent and there's a young person, they did something and now you feel upset. When you respond in anger, you can control that. You don't have to respond in anger. It's still up to you. It's your state of mind. If you can work out how you want to respond when things don't go your way, now you're getting in front of the situation. That's part of the upliftment process. See, it's difficult, almost impossible to uplift yourself and improve your life if your responses to everything is always negative, or if it's always out of anger. Anger blocks you from uplifting yourself because it cuts off your circulation. When you're angry, your body feels stressed. When your body feels stressed, it stops sending oxygen to your brain. If your brain doesn't have the required amount of oxygen to perform its functions, it's not going to give you the very best solutions. It's going to give you survival solutions. And survival solutions are often ineffective if you're trying to raise yourself. If you're just trying to survive, good. All right, anger will work. But if you're trying to thrive, you have to move past your anger. You have to see yourself beyond that point. And the easiest way to do it is to think about how you want to respond. Practice responding to failures. Practice responding to situations that typically get you angry, and make that your routine response. Be creative. Be positively creative, not negatively creative. Negative energy, we need it, but it's only a signal. The negativity or the anger that you feel should tell you how to move forward. Okay, I think I've spent enough time on what I consider to be the X factor, which is your state of mind. Let's get into actually the steps that you can use to uplift yourself and improve your life. Here's number one. The first step to uplifting yourself and improving your life is to be an example for yourself. Live your life like you are teaching yourself how to do something. Live your life as if you have to be the example for how to overcome a roadblock. When you're trying to overcome a roadblock, it can be very intimidating. It can be very scary. And if your negative mind comes in, you might put yourself in a situation where you say, well, I don't know how to overcome this roadblock. Instead of a better mind state, which is, how can I overcome this roadblock? Now you're speaking power into your life, and you're empowering your mind to give you some examples of how to overcome a particular roadblock, to uplift yourself, to improve your life. Here's another thing you can do as you are being an example for yourself. Be subjective of others and objective of yourself. By that, I mean, when other people bring to you negativity or try to validate reasons why you can't overcome a roadblock, or you can't uplift yourself, or the situation is perilous, right? Be subjective of those kinds of examples and objective of yourself. See, if you're objective of yourself, if you stand aside from yourself and go, you know what, you can do anything. all you got to do is be creative. You're opening up the doors in your mind so that opportunities for positive solutions will begin to manifest themselves and allow you to act in a way that sets the example for yourself. See, the truth is, upliftment is not something that someone else can do for you. Like even now in this video or on this recording for my podcast, if you're listening to it, I'm not actually uplifting you. I am providing you with an avenue. The steps is still all on you. You do all of the heavy lifting. All I do is present to you, hey, this is what you can do. And if you're open to it and you're ready to own that fact, then you take the steps to actually uplift yourself. But you got to be objective. And most times when we need to uplift ourselves and improve our lives, it's because we have surrounded ourselves with people who are not trying to uplift themselves. So you got to be very careful. When you're trying to improve your life, sometimes the need to improve came as a result of the circle that you're already in. So when you start improving, that circle that you're already in, they may subconsciously work against you, because misery loves company is an unfortunate truth about people. We get very comfortable. We're like creatures of habit. So when things start to stand out or move beyond or go above or try to be better, other people will say and do things to knock you down. So you got to be very careful of that. Sometimes it's almost better to focus on uplifting yourself in private until you build up enough strength to make it public. And once you make it public, now it's becoming official, and it's like adding more weight if you go to the gym, because now you got to deal with all of the resistance of your present situation, your current environment pushing against you trying to do better for yourself. Okay, so be very careful about that. Be subjective of other people and objective of yourself. Okay, most people are reverse. They're subjective about themselves. They judge themselves too harshly, and they think other people know more than them. They're objective of them. They see them as being the one, but it's the reverse. Okay, here's number 2. Take ownership of every failure. Some of us, when things happen, we like to point fingers and blame instead of learning and being creative about the situation. When you take complete ownership and make everything your fault, I mean everything, 100% of it, now you are giving yourself the power to do something about it. Because see, as long as you're blaming someone else for a situation that's taken place, you're creating a situation where that other person has to fix it. See, the blame, whoever receives the blame, that's the person who has to do the fixing. But if you own it, if you make it your fault, now you can do something about it, even if it's finding the right person to help you or doing the research to improve your situation. That's where the upliftment comes from. It comes from owning the situation, even if there's a whole bunch of people who are all trying to hold you back and prevent you from overcoming or uplifting yourself or raising yourself from your current situation. Is never going to really help you to blame them for the situation, because those people may not ever stop. They're like the rock in your way. Like, you can blame the rock for blocking you, or you can get busy trying to remove the rock that's blocking you out of the way. But that takes ownership. That takes, you know what, this rock is here and it's blocking me, and I have to do something about it. It's my fault that the rock is here, so I'm going to do something about this. Now you're opening up your mind to saying, you know what, we can figure this out. Okay? So take ownership of every failure, no matter what. Number 3. Share your experiences of how you overcome. When you share your experiences of how you overcame or the progress that you're making in your life, what you're doing is creating situations where what I call each one teach one. That's not mine. When I was young, I heard a program, each one teach one. It's just a beautiful thing. Teach others, share with others how you overcame. That's going to create opportunities for yourself. Be very generous. Don't allow your own experiences and successes to simply stay with you. I think sometimes as a people, we have a normal, natural tendency to turf guard, where when we learn something or we overcome or we become better, instead of sharing with others, we hold on to it and we block and say, we want to be ahead of everybody else, or we want to be better than everybody else. So we don't share our accomplishments with others for fear of them moving above or beyond us, right? But that's the wrong mindset. You never have to worry about someone moving ahead of you or beyond you, because it's not a competition with them. It's always a competition within yourself. But check this out. When you share your accomplishments and your successes with others and they take it to another level, now you have the benefit of seeing how much further your experiences can go, because they don't have to stop just with you. So you get the benefits of collaboration and sharing. And also you make a deposit in others that reaps benefits to you. Because in order to completely uplift yourself, you have to know that it's going to take more than just yourself. It's going to take the efforts of you and your environment. And by sharing into your environment, you're giving back what you receive. And now your environment is going to return to you what you have given out. So you want to sow good seeds. Anyway, this is Coach Raheem. And if you like this video, please like it, share it, subscribe. If you're on my podcast, please share this with other people. There are so many people out there who can use a positive message, something to help them uplift. There are so many people out there who are stressed, who are going through things, and all they need is somebody to say or give them some kind of signal or message to keep going. And by you sharing this information, what you're doing is you're making a positive deposit in someone else's life. So keep on. And, this is Coach Raheem. Until next time, peace.